Hi, I'm so excited to invite you to our Bowdabra Live today. We're going to make some beautiful Bowdabra bows, and I'm going to show you how to make all different types of bows, and we'll also do a hair bow in just a little bit. So, just in case you don't know, my name is Sandy Sandler, and I'm the creator of the Bowdabra. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is make a basic bow. So I'm going to take my ribbon. And also, I want to let you guys know, don't forget, and we're going to cut a tail, and I'm going to dovetail the ends. So let's go to the overhead camera, and so you can see what I'm doing here. So now I'm going to dovetail the ends. I don't know if you can hear my dog is wailing in the background. She's decided she wants to be heard as well. She does this really funny husky wail that sounds like she's crying, but she's not. So now I'm going to get my Bowdabra bow wire. We'll use the gold wire. And I'm just going to take a piece. And hi, Rose. Hi, Janet. Hi, Joette. So now I'm just going to take it, fold it in half, and lay it down into my Bowdabra. Oh, Sapphire. That's my dog's name, is Sapphire. And she has absolutely decided that she's going to make herself known in today's live. So now I'm going to take about 3 yards of our ribbon, and I just measure it by just look. I don't really worry if it's exactly the right size, but this is how you would make a basic bow like you would see at a florist's. And that's what we're doing today, is we're going to do some really basic. And don't forget to let us know where you're watching from. And now I'm going to twist this, lay it down into my Bowdabra, and this is just a basic bow. And now I'm going to fold it back over, and I'm going to twist it. And let's just make sure that they're about the same size. They are. And now all I'm doing is I have the wrong side of the ribbon on the inside of the loop. I'm going to fold it back over and twist it. And now I'm going to fold it and twist and fold it back over. And then what I'm going to do is just make a little loop, and that's going to be my button loop in the center. And I probably would have made it a little bit bigger, but and I don't know where my wand is, so this time we're not going to use our Bowdabra wand. I'm just going to pull this through my slip knot, pull everything tight while it's still in the Bowdabra, and I'm going to take it out and bring it around and tie a knot and tie another knot. And now I'm going to just shape it out. So I'll start with my little button loop. And this is a wired ribbon, so it makes it much easier to shape. And I'm going to just cut this here and bring this out over here. So how many of you have the mini Bowdabra or the regular Bowdabra, or do you have both? Oh, and I almost forgot. Yesterday I got an email saying that we reached 950 uploads on our YouTube channel, which is really cool. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Bowdabra, or if you want to get more instructional videos, definitely head over to YouTube and you can watch all of our instructional videos. So there we have here. And and bring this back to the front. So you can see it just makes a really pretty, super, super simple to make bow. So I'm going to put this aside. And now what I'm going to do is show you how to make a scrunchie bow. And I'm going to take since I'm using my gold scrunchie ribbon, and I'm going to just take a piece of my Bowdabra bow wire, and I'll fold it in half, lay this down into my Bowdabra. Now, the scrunchie bow you can make with our scrunchie ribbon, which is what somebody will win at the end of tonight's live. And we not only give away the scrunchie ribbon, but and you can use the scrunchie ribbon to use it and make regular bows, or you can make what we call our scrunchie bow. And what's cool with the scrunchie bow is you can use any kind of ribbon and make a scrunchie bow. So one of the things that I love to do is to use tulle and basically show how to make a scrunchie bow. This is how you do it. But with tulle, it can make really pretty little girl hair bows and stuff. And so all we're doing, this is why we call it a scrunchie bow, is we're just literally scrunching everything down into the Bowdabra. And just keep scrunching. And how much ribbon you use is how big and puffy your bow will be. So I'm just going to scrunch this down. And like I said, I'm not sure what I did with my wand. So I'm just going to push everything down, bring this up. And for those of you who might have lost your wand or not know where it is, a really great trick is to use a 12-inch wooden ruler. And that works really well instead of a scrunchie bow. So then now I'm going to take this out and tie it really tight. And the wire kind of acts like my wand because it will bring everything really tight in. And bring this here. And so what's cool is I know that Joette just wrote that we have over 900 videos on our YouTube, but we actually have over 950, which is very cool. And we're just going to knot that. And you can see it makes a really cool little bow. So that's our scrunchie bow. Now what I'm going to do is show you how to make a bow using scraps of ribbon. So I'm going to take my Bowdabra bow wire and grab a piece of it here. And what I love about the scrap bow is you're just using scraps of ribbon that you have, and it makes a very simple bow, but yet becomes a use of your scrap bows, and it's really pretty. So I'll take my Bowdabra bow wire, and I'm just going to take this, and it looks like this one's not dovetailed yet. So let me go to the overhead camera here so you can see what I'm doing. So this one's not dovetailed yet. So I'm going to dovetail it. Whoops. Looks like I need to sharpen my scissors. And now this one's not dovetailed either. So we'll just fold it in half and just dovetail towards the fold. And so now what I'm going to do is take this, lay this in, and it's cool because you just take the ribbons that kind of match, and it looks like we have to dovetail this one also. And let's take the white one. Now this one's already dovetailed. So you can see I'm just mixing and matching ribbons that go together. And now what I'll do is take this ribbon, scrunch this down in here, and I'll dovetail that when we're finished so you don't have to watch me dovetail everything here. And let's take this one, lay that down in there. That. So I don't have quite as many of each ribbon, but this becomes such an easy bow to make. And you can see, where do you find the wire? The wire is, you can buy it either on Amazon.com or you can buy it from Bowdabra.com. And we got hit with the Chinese tariffs on our wire because the wire has steel in it. So, and now all I'm doing is taking my boa and just kind of going back and forth. So unfortunately, we charge as little as we possibly can, but it's something that we have no say in. So, and now we'll pull this through, pull it tight while it's still in my Bowdabra, pull it out of the Bowdabra, separate the ends, bring it around to the back, and we're just going to tie a knot and tie another knot, and now we're just going to shape it out. Of course, Linda, happy to help you out. If you have Amazon Prime, your shipping isn't as expensive as it is when you buy from us. So, whoops, I did that the wrong way. How many of you do that, where you dovetail the wrong direction? I do that all the time. So in a minute, I'm going to make a ribbon flower in the mini Bowdabra. So let's go back up here. So you can see how pretty this comes out. And it's so super simple to make, and we're using only scraps in the bow. So how, like, talk about not expensive. So, okay, I'm going to take this, put this aside. And now what I'm going to do is make a little ribbon flower in the mini Bowdabra. So let me kind of clean up my desk. So let's go to the overhead view here. And we'll take the mini. And I'm going to use my silver Bowdabra bow wire. And we're just going to lay it down into the Bowdabra, tuck the end underneath. Now with this, what we did is we did the opposite of dovetailing, and we do a point for the leaves. So I'm just going to scrunch that in here and lay this down here. And lay this here. So all I'm doing is putting a little, like we call it a mountain, in the middle, and that lets it shape really well. And now I'm going to take my petals, which the petals we cut a curve. So all we're going to do is take 3 or 4 of these. Sapphire, what are you doing over there? Leave it. I have a mischievous little dog. Oops, there we go. I'm just going to put that down in the middle and take my wand, give everything a really good scrunch. Take my wire, bring that up, pull it through my slip knot, pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra, take it out. I'm going to just separate my ends, bring it around to the back, tie a knot, tie another knot, And this would be really cute if you, now one of the things is on these, you always want to use a wired ribbon because they shape better when you use a wired ribbon versus, now this will go up here into the center. Bring this here, bring that there. Sapphire, leave it. I don't know what she's doing. I'm sorry you guys had to hear me yell at my puppy, but she's definitely getting into mischief here. So let's go back up to the front camera. I'm trying to go very slowly today so you can follow me because I do get comments sometimes that I go too fast. So I'm slowing it down for today. And you have this really cute little flower. It was so super simple to make. So now what I'm going to do is put that aside, and we're going to make a regular hair bow or a hair clip. So let's take, and we'll make, what we're going to make, I say a regular hair bow, there's only about 100 different hair bows you can make. So we're going to take this ribbon here, which is a really nice grosgrain, and take my Bowdabra bow wire. I'm going to use the silver this time, and lay that down into my Bowdabra and just tuck the ends underneath. And we'll go to the overhead so you can see exactly what I'm doing here. So we're using the mini Bowdabra, and I'm taking my ribbon, whoops, and I'm folding it. I'm going to fold it in half. And take the right side of the ribbon, which is the pretty side, lay that down. And again, like we did with our flower, we're going to do a little mountain in the middle. So you have two like little crevices on the side. Now what I'm going to do is bring this back over. And I just want enough so that it's enough of the ribbon here so it stays put. And again, I'm going to do my little mountain. And what this does, this little mountain, is it makes it so you don't have to sew or glue. So now what I'm going to do is bring this around here, have it go, so we're making an X, have it go under there, take the right side, and again, I'm going to push it down into my Bowdabra. So now what I have is an X. And I'm going to take the bottom ribbon and do, again, I'm going to do my little mountain in the middle, scrunch that down, and I'm going to do the same thing here. Now, it would be a little bit easier with the Bowdabra hair bow tool and ruler, but I forgot to put that on. I think that one's right with my Bowdabra. Hi, Janice. How long is my ribbon? Of course, I didn't measure it. I would say it's about 24 inches. And then I love these little corkers, and we're just going to lay this one in and take the little black one and lay that. Whoops, I hope I'm going to lay it in. Lay the black one in, and then another pink one. And then I'm going to take my Bowdabra bow wire, bring this up here, pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra, pull it out, going to separate my ends, bring it around to the back, tie a knot, and tie another knot. And then what I'm going to do is take my clip, and I'm going to put the side that I want next to the little girl's hair against the bow. And I'm just going to bring it around and take this one, bring it around. And I'm just going to now come back over here and tie a knot, and then come around this way and tie another knot. And then I'm just going to clip my ends, clip this end, puff out my loops, and you have a really cute little hair bow that's super simple to make. So it's a really pretty twist on a boutique bow. So now what I'm going to do is take this, put this one aside, and we're going to go back and make a regular bow in the Bowdabra. So I'm going to take I think I'm going to use my silver Bowdabra bow wire. Oh my goodness, Sapphire, my dog, I don't know if you guys can hear her, but she's, Linda, yeah, tying a ponytail holder is a great idea as well. So I go back and forth, or you can even tie it onto a hair clip. So put this down here, bring it around to the back, and let's go to the overhead. And now what I'm going to do is take my ribbon here. This is going to be my tails. And I'm just going to put this down into my Bowdabra. And then I'm going to take my pink ribbon, which is one of our really beautiful Bowdabra ribbons. And I'm just going to make sure that I leave enough of a tail with that so that, and now just front. So again, what I'm doing is I'm taking the wrong side of my ribbon, folding that so that it's inside of my loop, bring this back over here, and I'm twisting it 180 degrees. So then when I fold it back over, it creates the loop with the right side of the ribbon on the outside. Let me see here. Hi, Maxine. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. And we're just going to bring this over here. And I'm just going to end it here. And I'm not really worried about that little tail because I'm going to cover it with another ribbon, which is, this ribbon is like one of my favorites that we have. It reminds me, I don't know why, but it always reminds me of Mother's Day. I guess because of the roses. And all we're going to do is just fold and twist. And Sapphire's chewing on something over there, and I have no idea what it is, and I know it's not a dog toy. She always seems to get into so much mischief when we do our lives. And I thought I had Husky Proof. She's a really pretty, for those of you who don't know her, she's a very pretty white Siberian Husky who is definitely getting into mischief right now. And I don't even want to know what she's gotten into. And now I'm going to fold this back over here. Oh, Glenda, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. So now I'm just going to not twist the last one. And then I'm going to take my flower and I'm just going to lay that down in the center. I love adding florals to our bows. I'm just going to scrunch everything down. Oh, Linda, thank you so much for sharing. It means so much to us when you guys like and share and follow us because it helps us with our marketing because it gets expensive to do these lives, but we love doing them. And we do them every Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, and 7 Eastern. And it's either me or Joette or Nick or one of our other Bowdabra designers. So now I'm just going to, tie a knot here. And I'm just going to double knot it. And now we're going to shape our bow. So I'm just starting pulling the loops in opposite directions, and this is a wired ribbon. And we'll just keep shaping this. And I just basically put my fingers inside the loops so it helps it shape the way that I want it. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Maxine. Thank you. I really love that you guys like watching our lives because we do spend a lot of time preparing and getting them ready. So now we should have a winner pretty soon. Wow, Sapphire is just very vocal tonight, but she's a husky, and huskies are vocal. So we have this, and so let's just go over what we've made so far tonight, and then we'll make one more bow. So we've made this really pretty bow out of scraps, and we started with just a regular typical bow. Not sure where my scrunchy ribbon is, but I have a funny feeling that a white dog with blue eyes may have taken that bow. She does come and steal stuff from me all the time. So we have this. We have a winner, Holly Wade, who's watching from North Carolina. Congratulations, Holly. Don't forget to PM Bowdabra with your mailing address and whether you want the gold, the silver, or the red Bowdabra bow wire. So now what I'm going to do, we're going to make one more bow before we finish. Oh, and I almost forgot to show you the really cute little hair bow that we made and our pretty little flower. Whoops, I guess I should put that over there. So now let's take my Bowdabra bow wire. I'm going to fold it in half. Lay this down into my Bowdabra. And we've already dovetailed the ends on here. So we're just going to lay that down in there. And I'm just going to fold and twist. And I know some of you, we do a lot more sophisticated projects a lot of times, but for tonight, I just really wanted to give you guys a simple bow tutorial. So here what I'm doing is I'm just graduating it in a little bit as I go. So it's sort of like a butterfly bow with the butterflies on the ribbon. I didn't even realize that. So, and all I'm doing is just folding it in gradually. And then I'm going to make my button loop in the center. And to make the button loop, I just make it about maybe a little bit smaller than my regular loops. I'm just going to cut the end here. And now I'm going to just take my Bowdabra bow wire, bring this up here, pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra, and separate the ends, bring it. Oh, Crystal said that her dog Lucy is talking back to Sapphire. That is so funny. Yeah, Sapphire is very, very vocal and I think mischievous tonight. So I'm gonna have to go look at what kind of mischief she got into. So we're just gonna take that. And now I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut this little piece here because I don't need that. And just take my button loop and take this here. So I'm just shaping this out so you see the graduations of it rather than pulling the bows in opposite directions. So now you can see, isn't that super simple to make? So I want to thank everybody so much for watching, taking the time out of your evening to watch us tonight. And I will look forward to seeing you next week. So thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Bye.